It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the 49ers and the Bills under the lights on Sunday night.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Oregon. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. To return, here's Jaquan Hardy. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So, out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Buffalo. His 12th touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, It's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. So Kittle comes in motion. He keeps it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The motion man is Johnson. 3rd and short. Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They motion the slot man left. On 1st down, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Niners offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
And the 49ers 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Hardy now with the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense. And Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Allen on 3rd down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
This one taken in by Shenault. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Deommodore Lenoir there defensively to break that one up. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. He is in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out, first down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Here's a third down and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. Third and short. Here's Purdy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Purdy to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To throw is Purdy. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Taken at the 19. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work, first and 10. To throw is Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen to throw on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That's taken in by Shakir. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll try and run here with Cook. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Jake Camarda now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. 3rd and goal. It's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Purdy. This caught, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Hardy now with the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. The Bills offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and short. Purdy. He'll try to run for it. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. A tough spot here. Third and long. Purdy works out of the pistol. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. A run here with McCaffrey. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Matt Milano there to stop him. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get about 2. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Third and short. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll run with Gilliam. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Third and long. Allen going to give it to Cook.
Picking it up at the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. He's to the 45. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. 1st and 10. Purdy. Latch to his tight end, Kittle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the 49ers first down.
So Kittle comes in motion. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Bills 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jair Brown on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you take.
Now, Kyle Shanahan not happy with that last call,
Previous play
and he's
is
going to
under
put out
review.
that red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the 1st of their 3 timeouts for the half. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So Kittle comes in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark. And he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out. And there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and goal. Throwing is Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen to throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. He's got that complete to Knox. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Allen going to throw again. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
One more time going up top with Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will score! Game on! Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The run here with McCaffrey. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs, They're going to be able to run more time off the clock. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. You have a tight end motioning left here. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will score again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
His kick is good. Makes the score Niners 31, Bills 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Again, it's Allen to the air. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. On play action, Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up. 2nd and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
it.